Hey Geminis, welcome back. I'm here with your weekly reading for June 5th through the 12th. I've already pulled your oracle cards. I'll get into those in just a second. I'm talking quietly because my kids fell asleep in the living room, so I trying to get your reading out while they're asleep. Just a reminder, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because that's for someone else. All of my readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, so check out your other placements and see what's happening there. Also, I do have your monthly up. I'll put a link for your June monthly in the description box if you want to check that out. Also, thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers, and you know, it means the world to me that y'all take time out of your lives to spend with me, so thank you. All right, let's get into your oracle cards. We have the Magician in the reverse. Strength, you have courage, you can endure, find your center and spiral into your power. Skunk Spirit, know your worth, and it's time to take action with the new moon in Aries. So, I think it was Capricorn. It was one of my more recent videos that I did for this week. I think it was Capricorn, though, that had the Strength card, and I think they had the Know Your Worth card as well. They had the full moon in Aries, which was talking about coming to, conclusions, I think. But if you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, you may want to check out that reading. But for my Geminis, either you're not wanting to manifest something right now, or you're feeling like you can't. You're blocked or something. Like everything you try to manifest just like turns into like bigger piles of poo. With the Strength card, I'm really focused on center. So I feel like you just need to kind of regroup and center yourself. Find your worth. Not that you aren't worthy. You are absolutely worthy of whatever it is you want to manifest. The thing is that I feel like you have some limiting beliefs or something that's getting in your way. Kind of like, I don't know if you're familiar with the law of attraction or anything like that, but some limiting beliefs can be like, oh, success only comes to lucky people. Success only comes to pretty people, and I'm not lucky or smart or pretty, or I'm not smart enough to go after that. And that's just not true. Okay, you're kind of taking on the world's beliefs, and it's just not true. It's like what you've been told or what you've heard. I have to work hard for every dollar I make, and I never get to hold on to it very long. It's just those types of things. You absolutely do have everything you need to manifest and create what it is you want. I feel like it's just kind of you that's getting in the way, like your subconscious beliefs. All right, so you need to really find yourself and center yourself, all right, and start working through those. And it's time to take action. A lot of the time with this card here, I could almost feel like you kind of defeat yourself before you even get going on it, okay, on whatever you want. It's kind of like, well, if I never try, I don't have to be disappointed type of mentality that I'm getting here. But it's just not true, okay? I think if you were able to make yourself step out of your comfort zone, you would be very surprised at what it is you can accomplish and what you can manifest, all right? That's a bit of a heavy reading, Gemini. I really do pull these cards to for light and bright messages, especially from this deck. That's normally more uplifting, but I feel like you might be kind of down this week. Good thing it's just a week though. So hopefully by the end of the week you'll be feeling better, feeling a little bit lighter, because I do feel like there is some heavy energy with y'all right now. All right, so we'll get into your general read and then we'll do your love reading, which I am switching up how I'm doing the love reading a little bit. I really like it. It takes a look at you and it takes a look at the other person too. So make sure you stick around for that reading too. All right. One more shuffle and we'll get into it. All right, Gemini. What is Gemini's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for June 5th through the 12th? Please and thank you. Oh, the Tower. That might be why you're feeling so down. Holy moly, Gemini. Gemini. So definitely some heaviness. I'm sensing right off the bat. You have the Tower, so something's ending or coming to an end. Could be a job, could be a toxic relationship, it could be a toxic job. Your obstacle is the Devil here. All right, the Two of Pentacles here, though. Like, I feel like this is a good thing, okay? Because, you know, this side, he might be a little bit, you know, it might be harder for him to juggle everything, but on this side, I almost feel like you're walking away from having to juggle all this stuff. Like you're taking what you need to juggle and you're walking away from it. Because to me, it's not like he's dancing or trying to juggle it. It's like he's taking steps away. Maybe a little bit dramatic steps, you know, for flair or whatever. But I do see all these people up here too. Just kind of watching you. So I do feel like there are people watching you. Or really what I'm feeling here is that you may have some guides, some spirit guides around you, kind of cheering you on. But I feel like you're moving away from something, okay, that's left you really unbalanced. And it's like you're only taking what you can juggle with you. All right, but with this infinity light that's kind of glowing to me, it's like you have help in balancing this. Never read that card that way. Gemini, never read it that way. Okay, so, but I feel like this is a good thing because this is your overall energy type of thing. And I feel like you are leaving something behind, especially with this Tower. This Tower is not, whatever it is not ending quietly. It's not ending easily. It's, it may have been past time for it to end, and it was like someone kept clinging onto it, or, you know, wasn't really ready to let it fall. So you see this eye here and like a lightning bolt. It's like, well, if you're not going to leave this Tower on your own, I'm going to destroy this Tower, so you have to leave. So I do feel like this is something that's a bit out of your control. You know, it's either the universe, God, whatever it is you believe in that's bigger than yourself, is kind of forcing your hand. And I feel like they're forcing your hand because it's past expiration date, okay? This Tower's well past the expiration date is what I'm getting. All right, let's pull a clarifier here. Two of Wands in the reverse. Here, I feel like, you know, the Two of Wands, he could be kind of needing to make a choice, or sometimes I read it as waiting. Sometimes I read it a little bit as the Three of Wands, where he's kind of waiting to see what his options are going to be. But with this card here, I feel like I said, I feel like the choice has been taken from you. Okay? It's ending, all right? There's no real choices left as far as saving this, because it needs to end, because it's toxic, man. It's toxic. And with the Devil being here, but on the back side of it, this is actually a good thing, okay? Because, yeah, it's toxic and you're in the Devil's den, but, you know, he's focused on something else right now. So now is your time to get out, all right? And that's why I feel like this is happening, is because the timing is right for you to actually escape this. All right, this is very dramatic. I know I'm being a little bit dramatic. It might just be a shitty job, okay? And I'm being a little over dramatic, but these cards are being very dramatic, okay? You want something new, and if this is a job, you want a new job. You want to start a new job, but it's like you keep getting stuck in this cycle, okay? Maybe if it's not with this job or even relationship or whatever, it's like you keep getting stuck in the same cycle, even though it may be different places and faces. It's like, to you, it feels like the same cycle. You want something new. You want to break free of this. And your advice is the Eight of Swords. Your advice is to break free of it. You're not trapped, okay? You're not stuck. There is a way out. You have a sword. You know, well, we don't know if her blindfold's actually taken off because it's under her hair, but, you know, you have the means to free yourself, and it's not as bad as you think it is, so get out of your head. The Moon here in the reverse. Don't wait. Don't wait until you kind of know everything there is to know, all right? But I do feel like there are no more secrets. There's no more hidden, like, curveballs going to be thrown your way. But don't wait for, like, the perfect getaway or the perfect time to break free of this. Like, now is the time. It is time to take action. It is time to break the cycle and break yourself free of the cycle and this toxic place that you're in. And that could be physical, it could be mental, whatever it is. And you know what happens by the end of the month, by the end of the week? You got the Empress here. And you may not have all of the answers that you need moving forward, but you're definitely, it's like, I don't have all the answers, but I have my intuition and I know how to go within myself and find the answers. It's, you know, and I also feel like this is a bit of self-discovery that you're going to be going through. Like, you're going to be like, all I have to worry about is making myself happy, filling myself up, filling my own cups up, okay? And I have the knowledge to do that. As soon as you can get some space from this and, you know, free yourself of being trapped here, it's like, I feel like there's a big, you know, breath of relief. I can't think of the right way to say that. You know, it's like, whew, shit, you know, that was heavy, that was hard, but look, all I have to worry about now is making myself happy, you know, filling my own cups up, going after what I want. And I feel like this makes you feel so much lighter, okay? I'm kind of surprised the Ten of Wands didn't show up here reversed, because it's like you can breathe a sigh of relief, okay? Gemini, dude, that was heavy. But I feel like this week there is some progress for you to get out of this. And maybe this doesn't resonate with a whole lot of you, which would be fantastic. You know, because I don't want anybody to have to go through rough times like that, but we have to, because life isn't all rainbows and butterflies. I know, it's not. Let's get in your love reading, though. Oh, I forgot the oracle. Let's get in your love reading. Pull an oracle card for my Geminis. What message do you have in love and relationship for my Geminis for June 5th through the 12th? Please and thank you. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. All right. Capricorn or Cancer got this same card. Seriously, you might want to go check out their reading, but Capricorn, I think, may be headed towards a reconciliation. I'm not sure. Theirs was more talking. Theirs was different, but I want to see how yours comes out. Because the person they were dealing with was pretty solid. Okay, what's Gemini's overall energy for during love for June 5th through the 12th? Please and thank you. Death. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. Could just be you're ready for a cycle to end. Okay, what about the person that Gemini is dealing with, or the situation Gemini is dealing with? What is the overall energy for that? Judgment. Interesting. So someone's being logical about this situation. You know, just working on getting clarity or making a final decision, possibly even having a wake-up call. And I feel like all you're focused on is it ending. Like you're done. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. Could be a Scorpio, but we will see. All right, Gemini. January 5th through the 12th for my Geminis. Please and thank you. Gemini. June. Did I say February earlier? And the whole time I was shuffling your cards, I have to mention this. The whole time I was shuffling your cards, I kept thinking February for some reason. Like that kept wanting to come out. And I haven't really had that problem for a few months now since we're well past February. So this situation you're dealing with may have started, or you know, you've been dealing with it since February. It would not surprise me at all. All right, Gemini. June, maybe January too. June 5th through the 12th. Please and thank you. See, there's the moon in the reverse again. 3 of Swords. You're brokenhearted about this. Okay. I don't feel like there's any more curveballs coming your way. There may be. You still don't understand what happened with that situation. The person you're dealing with, 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and 10 of Wands. It's funny, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles is showing up on their side. Just trying to make sure you can see this. Could be a Pisces you're dealing with as well. We do have air here. We have earth, fire, water. So we have all the signs here. Could be a Pisces though. you're heartbroken over this, okay? But you're willing, in this instance, I feel like you're wanting the change, okay? You're wanting the change. Like I said, this cycle, I feel like even if it's not been with this person, it's the same cycle, all right? And so you just, you want a change. You want out of this cycle. You don't want to be in this energy anymore. And I feel like they're making a decision, a logical decision, they don't have any ill will. They're not, no grudges are being held here. Like, they're moving on, and I feel like they're only thinking good thoughts about it. But they're not wanting to have to juggle this anymore, all right? And they're releasing the burden from it. Two of Swords here in the upright, Seven of Cups in the reverse, and Ten of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you have to make a decision here, okay? I feel like, well, there's a decision to make here, but I feel like you don't feel like you have a lot of options for long-term happiness, okay? But you don't feel, so I do kind of feel like even though the Two of Swords came up in the upright, you end up making the decision, you come back to reality about the situation, and you just kind of realize there's no happy ever after here at this time with this person or situation. And they are, they're moving on to, could be an earth sign, Virgo here, Sagittarius with the Temperance in the reverse. But you have the Page of Cups here in the reverse. They're not opening up, they're not making any love offers. They're not opening up communication. In fact, they may have cut communication with you. They're going to go hang out by themselves. They're going to go within, kind of go do them for a little bit. And then we have Temperance here in the reverse, though. So they're not feeling very balanced. So that might be why, two cards here kind of talking about balance. So they may have dropped the burden of this, but they're still a little imbalanced from it. And so they're just going to go kind of do their own thing and try and get their balance and their patience back. Like I said, I don't feel like they have any negativity towards you or this connection. I feel like they're leaving with, a pretty, they're just wanting to take the happy memories with them. All right, they don't want to dwell on the past. And like I said, here I feel like you just kind of like, it's like I have to make a decision here, stay or go. And it's like you realize that there's no long-term happiness here. There's no happiness left here with this person. I feel like the deception is over though with the moon coming out. There may be some last-minute curveballs, but for the most part, I think that's pretty much over. There may have been some deception with that Three of Swords there. All right, Gemini, let's pull some advice for you guys. Advice for my Geminis. What advice do you have for my Geminis for June 5th through the 12th? Please and thank you. Five of Wands. All right. In the reverse. Okay. Three of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups. Interesting, Gemini. I feel like that was one too. The Ace of Swords here in the reverse. Pull two more cards. Eight of Swords in the reverse. That was your advice in your general spread. Oop. And the Two of Pentacles coming out again in the upright. Leave the conflict behind, okay? It's not, whether this conflict is within yourself, kind of like making that decision, or whatever that conflict is, maybe with the other person, just leave it behind, okay? Work on getting over the heartbreak. The Three of Swords was in the upright, so work on healing from this heartbreak, so you can, so you can go after new love, all right? So you can be open and ready for new love. But now is not the time. With the Ace of Swords here in the reverse, don't go back and try and reanalyze the situation, or try and get clarity about it and figure out what happened. Like, don't do that. There's no point, okay? I don't feel like you're going to get anything out of it. I don't feel like you're going to learn anything about it that you need moving forward, because right now you just need to heal, okay? And the Eight of Swords, you're not trapped. Free yourself, okay? Get out of your head. And that's why I feel like this Ace of Swords is kind of here in the reverse as well. It's like, get out of your head, Gemini, okay? That's why you feel so trapped. That's why this feels so bad, is because you're all up in your head, all right? And just work on getting your balance, okay? You only have to worry about you right now. Granted, you may have kids and that type of thing, but like, you only have to worry about balancing your stuff right now, getting your balance back together. You don't have to juggle anybody else's stuff right now. Just worry about getting could be finances back in order. But just kind of worry about your, getting your balance back, whether that be, your emotions or your money, whatever it is. All right, Gemini, that was a bit of a rough reading. Not gonna lie, but I hope there were some messages in here that will help you through this and help you through your week ahead. Granted, this is just a week, so you might want to check out your monthly. I don't remember what your monthly was right off the top of my head, so I couldn't tell you if it gets better or not, to be honest. But yeah. Alrighty, Gemini, I will see you next week.